I'm here with wide receiver Trey McBride. And Trey, first of all, welcome to 2014 CAA Football Media Day here in Baltimore. Have you enjoyed yourself so far?
I have. It's great being out here in Baltimore. You know, I have family out here, so I'm a little familiar with the area. But being at the stadium and seeing how big it is and having all the love from the reporters it's a real good feeling.
That's great. That's awesome. And, you know, last year you guys ended on a tough note. You lost your last two games. You missed out on the playoffs. What do you think this team learned about themselves last year and carried it into the offseason?
You know, I think we just learned about, you know, the aspect of finishing every game. You know, you can't really, you never want to have to hope that, you know, another team loses here or that something happens so that you can squeeze into the playoffs. So I think one of the main things that we got to work on is just finishing every game. You know, we had a great season last year, but we just got to capitalize on plays that we have. You know, playoffs was about 2-3 plays away, and we just fell a little short. So we're working to fine-tune those issues that we had, and we should be fine going into this next year.
Now, throughout your career, you've had, you know, ever-changing quarterbacks coming in and out, but what's been consistent has been your production. Why have you been so consistent? What makes you so consistent with the ever-changing? You know, sometimes it's tough to get that quarterback-wide receiver chemistry going.
Well, I mean, you know, at practice, I try to get as many reps as I can with both of them so that, you know, no matter what the situation is, you know, whoever is called for the game, I've already built a rapport with that quarterback. So, you know, also the quarterbacks that we have, no matter where they are in the depth chart, we're all pretty much good friends off the field also. So, you know, it's never been an issue to where we're completely on a different note or a different page. It's just, you know, the small things that you would get, you know, with a consistent quarterback, you kind of miss out with his switching. But, you know, I've done my best to make sure that I get quality reps with everybody that's on the depth chart. So that way, you know, we're not missing a beat when it comes time to play the game.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Rafael Ortiz missed out on last year with injury, and how has he looked in rehab as he preps for 2014?
He looks good. You know, he's really giving it a lot of effort. You know, I kind of, you know, I feel bad just because, you know, it's one of those injuries that just nags, and, you know, there's really nothing he can do besides rehab. You know, with the camp coming up this close, you know, there's no major steps that he can take, you know, to heal it or anything like that. Now he has to just kind of play with what he has, rehab as best as he can, and I think he's trying to, and I think he really wants to play for us against Virginia Tech. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
Well, like I said about your production, it's been very consistent. Great production, over 1,000 yards receiving last 2 seasons. What do you think you could improve on in 2014? What are your goals that you've set out for?
You know, personally, I'm known for the downfield game, you know, going up and catching the 50-50 ball. You know, as my game develops, I want to really let everybody know that, you know, there's a little bit more to my game than just the big play. You know, I've been working on yards after the catch, catching the short routes and making something happen after I get the ball in my hands. And I think that right there will translate to more of a threat on offense. Because when you move around from outside receiver to slot, you know, it makes it a little more difficult for defense to game plan against that. So, you know, just trying to give my coaches, you know, belief that they can put the ball in my hands in several different ways.
Now you guys open up with Virginia Tech. What is it going to be like going out to Blacksburg? I know Tribe Nation has to be excited.
Yeah, going out to Blacksburg, you know, it's going to be a live environment. You know, playing in a big stadium, big competition, nationally televised. You know, that game always brings the best out of me because, you know, I feel like you should always perform when the pressure's on. And it's a great opportunity to show the Tribe fans and everybody who's watching what the rest of the year has in store. And we'll show up and we'll be ready to play.
All right, Trey. Well, good luck against Virginia Tech and your senior season in 2014.